Hey guys, welcome back to the Confirm and RM YouTube channel, getting ourselves back into another video looking at Bitcoin, XRP, and all that jazz. But it's like clockwork, ain't it, guys? It's just we haven't been back here in about a week. I haven't been able to get about on the computer, but I'm still looking at the market, assessing things. As you can see here, it's almost like literally like clockwork. Bitcoin gets that right to the apex on the 10th, Wednesday the 10th, and we do get that. It obviously came on the 9th and the 8th, but it doesn't work to an exact day, but you can see that the trend did push in that direction. We got that overextension right there to that 47,600 made sense. Obviously that flash push up there to around that 49,000, sorry. But the immediate crash, like that was considerable crash from here to the bottom. You're looking at around like a 7%, which made sense. Everyone buying in as soon as 9:30 in the morning comes around, and then just an immediate plummet. Yeah, just how it is. But we hit the 1618, got rejected. So we came back to the middle of our parallel channel here, came back up to the top end of it, tried pushing up for that further push. So now we're kind of just lingering, going sideways. So judging by this, what we could be doing is using some sort of another wedge if you want to. Use the tops of these, exclude the crazy wicks, something like that. Coming to a move here on Sunday and doing something sort of like the last time we hit the bottom of here, legitimately right here. So our next move is going to be either to around 45, or we're going to try retesting again, trying to get there to that 48, 256. 265, but either of those, or we can even look at it in a different way if you really would like to. You could look at it in such as we have a ceiling here, excluding wicks, and the same thing, kind of just that ascending channel sort of thing, and then you come to the realization, you use the top of here where we last smacked there, and I think it's around that same prediction. I don't think it's anything too crazy. Yep, the same down to 43, and the same up there to that 40, almost the 49, so about like $150, $200 difference. Nothing that much crazier, but at the moment, you can see RSI kind of, it's rejecting after hitting up there. What was this, around the 76? Coming back down, trying to get a retest, couldn't break through, trying to get a retest, couldn't break through. So it looks like we may be coming down. Typically, that's what happens in those states, but I don't see too much of a volume here on the MACD indicating too much, bearishness, which is interesting. So, it is definitely a lagging indicator, but I'm going to be watching these like a hawk. I'm going to be seeing how this plays out if we start to come back in the green. But obviously, even if we get some positive volume, we could just be retesting up there around 47.1, or even trying to get up here around that 47.5, where we're trying to retest the region and it is bouncing around, which is a-okay. But our definite indicator is just going to be watching through this. I think when we're watching the RSI, you have this bottom side, see if we break through this trend. And let's see if we go to a 1 hour, what we're looking like. Saying it doesn't really tell me anything much different. The one day could be a good indicator of let's see. Scroll down here. I mean, the volume really hasn't dropped off compared to yesterday. I mean, just a tad, but you can see that we can still get the pushes upwards. Well, let's see how the volume closes and how we start off with volume for tomorrow, because if we can kind of hold this, we could be looking at that further upside and looking for that $50,000 price target if we're able to clear the top of this channel and actually get the push. But realistically, our ceiling's got to be that $47,600 on Bitcoin. And if we can't get through that, then we're going to be retesting and going back down and, just solidifying a ground, which is going to be around $44,000, $45,000 at least right in this region. And if those fail, you have that 43.7, on the other side of that parallel channel. But break through it, I got 50 to 51,000. So XRP, I mean, like clockwork, holding that, it keeps holding that. It's 54. Exclude that. We were talking about that last week, just excluding that huge fall, like literally a week ago. I know no one's counting that, but you can see holding it and pushing itself back up, getting itself back in trend. you can see exactly where it wound up hitting as well. Hit the right here at the 61.9. But if we want to be just as nice and, tailor it to the current trend, you can see right here, still the 619, but it's getting wedged between that and the 786. So 54 has been quite nice. The last video I talked about that, and then the saving grace of being 54, because I said not only did we have that constant, wick retest up there to 57, we always had that constant ceiling of 54. And it still rings true today that it's still holding that. So at the moment, nothing crazy to indicate me going crazy, going, oh God, guys, XRP is going to zero. At the moment, we're getting that bullishness turning back on the daily for XRP. The bearish volume is starting to turn around. We're looking here at the RSI, starting to get that turn around after bottoming out there around a 31 on the daily. And now we're sitting at directly neutral. So things for XRP could be looking up. It looks definitely more promising to see it here as well above the 702, sitting there around that 59.61 region. And this just getting a nice clear breakthrough, the 16.19, you're hitting around 66. So when XRP moves, it moves, guys. And I don't know if it's a conundrum of, buy the rumor, sell the news. But, the ETF definitely did do that to an extent. Do you guys think that it's going to keep pushing, keep going crazy, keep moving forward from here for Bitcoin? Or do you think now the altcoins are going to take over and everything's going to kind of go a little bit sideways for Bitcoin? It's definitely interesting to see, because now we haven't had an ETF approved before. So something a little bit different, something a little bit out of not our realm, but something just don't want to say unexpected, but I didn't necessarily think that the SEC was actually going to approve it. But I mean, like any other asset, it was around time. But if we look in the grand scheme of XRP, came back, retest, actually came back way through it, but you can see coming back down to that line and retesting. So realistically, I think if you were to go in the grand scheme, maybe even the weekly, how is the weekly looking? I think the weekly may even show something a little bit different. I wonder if we use those tops. I mean, the weekly shows April as a move for XRP, and that move would be quite large. What would that be? Around $1. But I don't know if I want to go off that weekly. I wonder if we used logarithmic, if it would show a little bit better. Actually, no, I am on log. So let's get off of log and see how this looks. It's about the same, just using the tops of the candles and trying to exclude some of the other craziness. But even in that sense, you're still looking, around April for us to break out a trend if we can't break out of it early. But the latest this trend runs is that I think it even extends itself to over here. It does. Okay. So we'll go off of that for now. It looks like XRP might be stuck in this rut, stuck in this. But could we get some crazy price action, get ourselves back up to 64, and actually, break out of this trend early? Yeah, I would say so. But we need to see some conviction, get some craziness to come out of XRP in order to attain that. But at the moment, it's just kind of adhering to a longer chart that it's just been in. So, but hope you guys are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Appreciate every single one of you. Remember, just keep your head on a swivel. That's all you got to do. Just set yourself some clear, supports on the bottom side that you want to adhere to. Your take profits on the top. Or if you're just holding for a while, I mean, I don't. So you see these flash crashes come through, but you can see the actual trajectory of how things are. I mean, if you're holding on for a while, I mean, they don't expect it going back down low like that, but just it's there. But I hope you guys are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Appreciate every single one of you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, and bye-bye.